What's going on, everybody? This is your girl, MP Valkyrie Robin, also known as the Gaming Diva. Now, first off, I just want to thank all you guys. Some of you guys, especially like my teammates from Empire Arcadia, they knew of the reason why I haven't been streaming as of late. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update to that. So basically, around about February, I told you guys I was going to Pensacon, and you know, when I came back from Pensacon, I wasn't feeling too well at all. And in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm coming down with the convention cold and whatnot. And I still haven't as of yet, but I will put those videos out of me walking around Pensacon, just a little something something on the days that I was actually able to get away out of the gaming room. But yeah. So I get back home to Texas from Pensacon, and I wasn't feeling good. I'm thinking I'm about to have a cold or something. And Lord and behold, jokingly, I'm saying, guys, you know what? I think I'm pregnant. So I get home. I'll say about like a week later, um, my lady visitor did not show up. And so one night, me and my husband went to the store, and I bought a pregnancy test. Actually, a pregnancy test that comes with 2 in there. And this is what happened. Bear with me, guys. So this is what happened. Like, I don't know if you guys can read that. It's probably flipped. But pretty much night one from coming home from Wally World, basically confirmed that I was pregnant. So to make sure I wasn't tripping, that was the first test. Night 2, or the very next morning when my husband was getting ready to go to work, this was the second one. And I'm like, interesting, okay. So I say like another week or so go by, like 2 weeks later, I schedule a doctor's appointment just to confirm that it wasn't a false negative, a false pregnancy. Should I say false negative? False positive. And come to find out, verified by my OB-GYN at that time, I am indeed, I was 2 months pregnant. So right after he confirmed my pregnancy, I started to get morning sickness, and then it got to a point to where it just got really bad, guys. I mean, really bad, to the point to where, like, this happens like in 1% of women, first time pregnancies. They diagnosed me with hyperemesis graduum, which is basically a more severe version of morning sickness. And to kind of summarize it all up, because I don't want this to be a long drawn out video blog and update of me, but pretty much I was admitted to the hospital for 2 weeks. But with my condition, I was constantly throwing up, couldn't keep food and water down, and it was a couple of things that they found, which they found gallstones in my gallbladder. They thought that they were going to have to do surgery. And I'm not going to lie, that was like really, really a real scary time for me. Because like, I really don't like hospitals. And, given the recent events of me losing another grandparent, I just wasn't trying to see or feel any hospitals anytime soon. Okay? So, get back on point. My diagnosis. And so the doctors was amazed. Let me tell you guys how good God works, okay? For those of you that believe in God, or is up in the air about God or whatever, I'm about to have like a real moment with y'all. So they, like, I still wasn't able, like, they had me hooked up to IVs and antibiotics. And also my liver levels were high. So long story short, I called up after I prayed in the hospital bed. God told me to call one of the whole homeboys and, have my mom to come out, because I didn't know what to expect. For all I knew, that very next morning, from what the doctors were saying, was that they were going to have to operate to take the gallstones out, or my gallbladder out. And my mom came to the first hospital I was at, and she literally lived there with me at the hospital for a week, that first week. Okay, so this hospital number one, well, after praying and meditating and trying to keep myself calm and anxious free, and the help of both prayer and my mother being there, was very comforting. And the visitors from, because my husband still had to work, and then like my brothers and some of the homies, some of my closest friends were showing up at the hospital. So that was very sweet of them. But come to find out, like, the doctors, they couldn't understand why I wasn't in pain. And when they did the MRI, there was no gallstones instructing anywhere, any major organs inside. And they were doing like stomach tests on me to see if I was in pain, which I'm like, no, I've never been in pain this whole time during my pregnancy. It's just been me throwing up and not being able to keep food and water down, which was causing, which was the cause of my dehydration. So they had me hooked up to 2 IVs going at the same time, antibiotics, and then eventually, after they ruled out surgery, I was able to eat. So they built, my eating habits back up. Liquid diet, which is just soup, to full liquid diet, to soft diet. And then eventually, by the time I got to the second hospital, which that's where the main liver doctor was, once my liver levels started going down, which was from what they concluded, was the simple fact that, oh, now that you're eating and you're able to keep your food and water down and protein and nutrition and stuff, my liver levels was going down. They couldn't understand why they were shooting out through the roof. But, normally a pregnant woman during pregnancy, your liver levels are high, are elevated, but mine was way off in the, 1500s. And they should have been somewhere between like 50 to maybe 70. So I'm at the second hospital. Now at this point, mom had to leave. Her feet was swollen, and the other hospital wasn't as accommodating as the other one. So she left. But I had my father-in-law come through, mother-in-law, stuff like that, and got discharged, and been back home. And as you can see, I'm feeling a little bit better, guys. I'm able to keep food and water down. And my little future bundle of joy, I don't know what the sex of the baby is yet. See, I'm poking. Like, as of right now, I'm probably about I think I'm like 4 months pregnant now. So I'm like 17 weeks as of today, because I had a doctor's appointment today. And so yeah, this is my first sonogram. And so the other one I'm going to have to show you basically while I'm editing the video. But due date for my first child, like I said, don't know the sex of the baby yet. Pretty excited. But yeah, guys, just want to update you guys and let you know that's why I have not been streaming. I'm starting to get my strength back. So now that I'm able to sit up in my chair for longer than necessary, I can start back streaming and chat with you guys more about the situation, what happened and whatnot. But yeah, and also I will put up those videos of me at Pensacon, even though that was way back in February. But still, guys, this has been just an update, let you know what's been going on with me, the situation, what had happened was, and just want to let you guys know I'm doing much, much better. And I'll see you guys either in the next video or the live stream. So stay tuned. Catch you guys later. Bye.